let's start the meeting then. Good, Udi is joining us. Perfect. Cool. All role takers are here. So you're good to go whenever you're ready. And
okay. Good evening, fellow Toastmaster and guests. We are about to start the meeting. Let me introduce myself. My name is Anda Wijaya. As SAA of this meeting, I will inform you housekeeping rules during Magical Bali Toastmaster Club meeting. During meeting rules, please rename yourself as below. For Toastmaster members, name, club name, city. Example, Anda Bali Toastmaster Club Denpasar. For guest name, city. For example, guest Johan Denpasar. It is important to mute yourself while the speakers are giving their speeches. It is best to leave your camera on while the speaker is speaking so that they can see the reaction of the audience. Make eye contact with the camera, not your screen, to appear like you are looking at audience members. Adjust your device compared to your body height. Dress well, sit upright in a quiet place with a good lighting. If possible, try to stand up and look at your camera when delivering speech. Remember to look for the timer so you can see their coded time designation and keep your speech on the allocated time. During meeting suggestion in Zoom, changing the view to gallery view will allow you to see the facial expression of the audience. Call out the name of the person you are referring to before start talking. Use the chat room for any comment, question, or suggestion. It is allow you to message people directly, which is optimal for feedback for a speaker, as it helps avoid distraction in the general chat channel. Now, I would like to call Magical Bali Toastmaster Club President to give an opening remarks. Fellow Toastmaster and guests, please give big applause to Batoro Aji.
Thank you, Sir Janet Arms. What a really exciting opening. Yeah, so everybody, welcome to Magical Bali Toastmasters. Oh, we have some guests here, so I want to say hi to the guests. Hi, Ari Astari. Hello, Ari. Okay, seems like she's not there yet. Okay, we'll move on to hi, Amanda. Hi, Amanda. Can you unmute yourself and then briefly introduce yourself to the audience?
Hi.
Okay, thank you, Amanda, and then also welcome visiting Toastmasters, Sari from the BUT. Hello, Sari. And then Chandra Yusuf, distinguished Toastmaster Chandra Yusuf from Maranatha Toastmasters. And yeah, any and other from Toastmaster Club who helped for this meeting. Oh, we have someone is joining, new join here. Hello, Sylvia. Hello, Sylvia. Can you unmute yourself and then introduce yourself quickly? Where you're from, and is this your first time?
Yes, hello. I'm Sylvia. I just moved to Bali.
Oh, you just moved
thanks
to Bali.
To
okay.
Hendra for inviting me.
Ah, okay. You're a friend of Pink Hendra. Okay, welcome, Sylvia. Silvers. Yeah. So as we have guests, I'm going to explain a little bit about what is Toastmasters. So Toastmasters is a public speaking community. Well, it's not about only public speaking. In here, we're going to learn about leadership as well. So we have a regular meeting. In regular meeting, we will have one person in charge who's going to guide all through the sessions for tonight's meeting, and we call it Toastmasters of the meeting. And the Toastmasters of the meeting tonight is one and only a passionate educator, Andre Maure. So to Andre Maure, I give you the screen.
Thank you very much, Mr. President Batoro Aji, for the introduction and for welcoming the guests and talk about Toastmasters and our beloved club, Magical Bali Toastmasters Club. Good evening, everyone. Again, yeah, especially to distinguished guests who are joining our meeting, both repeat guests and first-timers. It's so exciting. I'm here joining the meeting from Sumba, my home island, which is very well known of its beautiful nature. So in relation to the theme tonight, which is about great, yeah, being being outdoors, yeah. So Sumba is one of the destinations that you must consider. I've just sent you the agenda in the chat. As you can see, the meeting starts at 7 p.m. actually. For the next 2 hours, we'll be running this meeting with everyone here. Firstly, I'd like to tell you that as Aji has introduced me, I am an online educator. I've been passionate about teaching Indonesian language and also introducing Indonesian culture to people from other countries, mostly Australians. And I've also done one online or private tutoring with students from the UK, from the USA, and also from several different countries. So for the last 1 year, I've been working online most of the time, being in front of the computer. Until the other day, I felt like I got bored doing online teaching, sitting in front of the computer most of the time. Yeah, I sometimes share my busy schedule on my social media, and sometimes I've got bookings in the morning, in the afternoon, and also in the evening. And right after this meeting, I'll be having another session. So I said I needed to do something out of my bedroom, not in front of my computer. So yesterday, for the first time, I went outside running and I got sweat, and that's like great sweat I had, yeah, for very long time. And it's just so nice, and I felt really fresh after that. It seems like all the bad or toxin and everything from my body just released, yeah, right after that. And talking about our wonderful theme of the meeting about being outdoors, yeah. I remember once when back in 2018 with Magical Bali Toastmasters, we went camping. We went to Bukit Asa in the eastern part of Bali by the beach. We spent the weekend, Saturday night, with a campfire, singing, dancing. And also the next morning, we went to the beach swimming and ended up having lunch at the nice restaurants. It's so nice being outdoor. And tonight in this meeting, I hope that you can recall all the great memories that you have when you're being outdoor. So in this meeting, we'll be listening to speakers and we'll be listening to role takers who are taking part in this meeting. And I hope that while joining this meeting, you will feel as if you are outdoor now and enjoying all the things that you love doing when you're outdoor. So to make sure that this meeting will run very, very smoothly, I would like to invite our general evaluator. She's a woman with many important roles. She's a lecturer, she's a pharmacist, she's a researcher, and she's also a Toastmaster. And tonight, our general evaluator is a wonderful woman from Lombok, joining us from Lombok, Toastmaster Amelia. Everyone, let's give round of applause for our GE tonight. Amelia, the screen is yours.
Thank you so much, Tom Andre. Very, very great introduction. So for tonight, I will be the general evaluator. My job is to evaluate the meeting from beginning until the end. And by doing the evaluation, I also will be helped by the role takers. The first role taker is Seni, but Seni is coming late. And her job is as a table topic evaluator. Her job is to evaluating the table topic speaker on the second session. And the second role is grammarian. Our grammarian is Purwanto. Purwanto is a man who likes to wall climbing as the most outdoor activities that he likes. Now I will give the chance to Purwanto to explain his role.
Okay, thank you, Amelia. Yeah, I want to mention it clearly about that outdoor activity. When I was young, I like to do the wall climbing. So when I was young. And for today, we will have the word of the day is gear. The meaning is equipment or apparatus that is used for a particular purpose. So in every speech, we need to use that. That's the challenge. And the meaning, we can use it like this. Let me see. Yeah. The worker said they received no protective gear or warning about the dangers of asbestos. You can also say something like, when I go wall climbing, I need the body, the protective gear to make sure I'm safe to climb the wall. So at the end of the meeting, I will give the report about the grammarian. I know my grammar is not that good, but I will try my best. So this is the challenge the MBTC give to me. Thank you. I will give control back to Amelia.
Yes, thank you so much, Purwanto. Very great at explaining your role. And for the second role taker is Ben. Ben most love outdoor activity is baseball. And he will be the timer for today. Ben, please explain your role.
Hello, everybody. All right, so I'm the timer. And for those of you that are new to Toastmasters, my job is to make sure that people are staying on time. So we have 3 different sections of our meeting where we have the prepared speeches, the table topics, and the evaluators. The prepared speakers are going to be speaking for 5 to 7 minutes. So when you guys see the green lights, let's see, there we go. The green light, that means you've made it to 5 minutes. Yellow light, 6 minutes. Red light, 7 minutes, right? You got 30 seconds to go over. At that point, just try to wrap it up as fast as possible. All right, for our table topics, you got 1 to 2 minutes to speak. So those of you that are new to Toastmasters, you might get a chance to speak today. All you got to do is make it to the green light. So do your best. And the dog is messing around. All right, so green light means 1 minute. Yellow light is 1 minute and 30 seconds. red is 2 minutes. And again, you have 30 seconds to wrap up for 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And the evaluators, they have 2 to 3 minutes to speak. So 2 minutes, green, 2.5, yellow, 3 minutes, red. And again, 30 seconds after that. So you'll see the stoplights. Don't get in your car and start driving. Just relax and enjoy the speeches. Back to you, Madam GE.
Yes, thank you so much. Remember, beware of the time. And Ben really give a fast and thorough explanation about the time. Now, let's move to the next role taker, Puspita. Puspita will be a counter. Yeah, and her favorite activities is walking outside with her dog. Puspita, please explain your role.
Thank you. So my job is to be a counter. So the purpose of the counter is to note words and sound that are used as a crutch or pause filler by anyone who speaks. I will listen for overused words, including and, well, so, and, you know. And I will also listen for filler sound, including I will giving a summary at the end of the meeting. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much, Puspita. Now, the last role taker will be Gede. Gede hobby is playing tennis and also golf. Yeah. Now, Gede, please explain your role.
So, hi, good evening, everyone. Fellow Toastmaster. My job this evening will be as a ballot counter. I will help the audience to vote the best and to find out the best winner this meeting tonight. I give the screen back to you, Amelia.
Yes, thank you so much, Gede. That's all of my role taker, and we will meet again at the end of the session. Thank you. Back to Andre.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Amelia, for introducing your wonderful team who are taking the role in tonight's meeting. It's good to know all the role takers' favorite outdoor activities, which is closely related to the theme of tonight's meeting. Make time for great outdoor. All right, and thank you to our grammarian for introducing the word of the day, gear. And as we're doing the meeting, please, whenever you get a chance, use this word of the day as often as possible. For your information, especially for those first-timer in this meeting, in every Toastmaster meeting, we have 3 main sessions. The first one is the prepare speech session, where you will get the opportunity to listen to Toastmasters or members of this club who have prepared their speech, and they will be delivering the speech. And along with that, we will have the evaluators who will be evaluating them and every time they give their or deliver their speech. And in the next session, we will have one of the, I would say this is the most exciting part of the meeting, is table topics session, where guests are able to participate in Toastmaster meeting. And later, the table topic masters will explain what you can do in that interesting and wonderful session. Last but not least, we will be having the evaluation session. So as I mentioned earlier, all the evaluators will be giving their report. So we will be learning not only from the speakers of the meeting, but also from the evaluators with their evaluation and feedback. So now let's start the first session of the meeting, the prepare speech session. we've got 3 speakers who are ready to deliver their speech tonight. And for the first speaker, it is our president, Batoro Aji, and he will be evaluated by Reno, Toastmaster Reno. So I would
It's
like
Natalie.
to call Toastmaster.
It's Natalie.
My apologies. Yeah, it's Toastmaster DTM Natalie. Yeah. Okay. So I will give the control to Natalie to introduce IG's and his project. The screen is yours, DTM Natalie.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for the to evaluate Toastmaster IG. He's doing his level 1 project 2 evaluation and feedback first speech. The purpose of this project is for IG to present a speech on any topic, receive feedback, and apply the feedback to a second speech. And then the time is 5 to 7 minutes. So please give a warm welcome for Toastmaster IG, Batoro IG, with the speech title, Chasing Pavement. Chasing Pavement, Toastmaster Batoro IG.
Should I give up? Or should I just keep chasing pavements, even if it leads nowhere? No, Toastmasters, have you ever been in such dilemma? I have, many times. And I want to tell you one of my stories. So when I was about graduated from high school, a friend of mine invited me to register for tourism ambassador competition with them. Without thinking too much, I registered. I didn't expect anything. I was just following around. A few days gone by, there came the announcement of who got to the next stage. Surprisingly, my name was there. I was like, whoa, okay, what do I have to do now? Luckily, I had someone who had experience in this, although she competed in different level. So I competed in the city level and she competed in the Regency level. And the rumor said that the city level was harder compared to the Regency. I asked for some tips and she gave them. And she also mentioned something that kind of made my confidence a little bit low. She said, competition at level is too hard. You know, if you're not a college student, they won't even see you, especially you live in the Regency area. But I thought I already passed the first selection anyway, so I should just give it a shot. And then I did this semi-final selection. It was held in 3 days at the city hall, which was so far away from my home. So in order to get there, I needed to take 3 long roads of public transportation, and it took around 1 to 2 hours from my home to get there. And each day, the event started at 7 a.m. So imagine how early I needed to wake up. So the first day, I was still having a lot of energy. The first day was an orientation day. It was kind of fun and also a little bit tiring because it lasts long and we finished at around 6 p.m. And not to mention, I still have the travel back home, which took longer due to the traffic situation. So I got home around 9 p.m. And then the next day, the second day, waking up early was a little bit harder, but I did it anyway. So the second day we had test and interview. The first thing we did that day is the test. And I felt like I did it well, so quite confident about it. And then we had the interview. While we all were waiting for the interview, all the contestants were gathered in one room. And the committees asked if we would like to showcase our talent. And at that point, my confidence was a little bit shaken. Many contestants raised their hands and performed and were showcased the talent. They were so talented, and I had nothing to offer. And then came my turn for the interview. And guess what? Interviewers asked harsh questions. And I didn't think that I answered all the questions well. So at that point, my confidence went even lower. And it came the third day. Waking up early to go there was super hard. So on that day, I had this dilemma. Should I do it or not? This feeling underperformed. And then the tiredness of doing all the selection process, and also the statement from my friend really has shaken my confidence. And I lost it. I called in sick on the third day. One thing I didn't know, that I would regret that decision so much. As time goes by, the evening came. I received a message from one of the contestants that I knew saying, Aji, congratulations, you go to the final. Dang! Another miracle happened. I was so delighted. But that lasts only 4 minutes. Because soon after that message, I received another message. Aji, you got disqualified because you didn't come to today's event. My happiness evaporated. You know, I already have imagined, if only I competed in the final, who knows, I might win, right? And then in graduation, when my name called upon, I would walk proudly with a gleaming smile on my face, waving at the audience, ready to welcome and embrace my bright future. But it was all only a daydream. So from that experience, build Toastmasters, I learned that I should just keep walking, no matter how despairing the path ahead may seem. And it reminds me to a quote that my friend said to me. And it says, there is always hope, even if we don't see it immediately. So, the Toastmasters, when you are in a dilemma, would you give up? Or would you keep chasing pavements until it leads you somewhere? Back to Toastmasters.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Aji, our president of the club, for reminding us that there is always hope. And no matter what happens, even though things keep changing, just keep walking. And eventually, we will achieve success in our life. Now, let's move on to the next speaker. It's Toastmaster Danny. And for the evaluator who will be evaluating Danny is Toastmaster Reno Rafael. Now I would like to invite Reno Rafael to introduce Danny and Danny's project. Everyone, let's give a round of applause for Reno Rafael.
Thank you so much, our Tom Andre. And tonight I have an honor to evaluate Toastmaster Danny Shure's speech. His project, he's doing level 4 project. It's about managing change. And there are two purposes of this project. First one is for the member to practice to develop a change management plan. And second one is to share some aspect on their experience of doing a change management. And the speech is going to be 5 to 7 minutes. And the title is The Only Constant in Life is Change. The only constant in life is change. Please welcome Toastmaster Denny Surya.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Renu. Okay, so how do you feel your life now? You feel it is great or you feel it's boring? If you feel like it is boring, then maybe you need to have a change. And like in our life, also in Toastmaster meeting, we have something that to be registered before we join the meeting. That's using one of the famous one, which is paper form, which you can see in my screen. And this one is already being used by our club for many years. And it feels like this great. We can just change a little bit and make the meeting run smoothly. But there is some problem in there. The problem is there's actually two problems there. First one, the account is not our club account. The second one, it is very great form. So we cannot find another form that really great. So that's why I plan to have a new website form. To have new website form to register my goal. And medium-term goal, I think I will need to have the training people to use it. And the last one is after we can use it, then we change to the new form. And then I go around to find where is the new form that's really great. So I found that there's two forms that have potential. The first one is this one is from Sweatpad. So this form have many landing page template, and it is in lifetime deal. So if you doesn't know what is lifetime deal is like when you buy it just first time and you can use it all the time until that website is shut down. It's really great. The price is also cheaper. It's like $49. But when I try to using it, it's a little bit hard to have like condition like our new paper form, like our paper form before. That's why I find another one with this one with this motorized. It is not that really great, but because we just have one side, but the form is really great. So we can have condition. Also, the price is quite the same. It is $49 for lifetime deal. It's really great. So that's why I think I will propose to use this for our new paper form because we can prevent that using another account not from our club. So that's why I think it's great. It is can using condition. Also, you can have like quite similar view like our paper form, as you can see here. And then I propose this management plan, which is Wait, I think I still not. So, so for this one, using the new form. So first one, the primary we will use using new form, the goal and message. How the good the website form? Because the WordPress is really great and it is in lifetime deal now. We need to have buy it little bit faster because the lifetime deal not around the clock. That's why I communicate this to our club, because if we're using that, we can have another change. And why we need to communicating this message? Because when people when this is our club website, we can training people to use it. So not like just one man behind the show. That's why it is easier to have many person. So if the person have something to do, then another person can help it to make the form is better. And after we use it, I will have it training so people can use it easily. And probably I will make the first template so people just easily change like the paper form, because the paper form you just need to change little bit there, just the email and then the confirmation email. And what happened to other person who doesn't use it? So they will feel like, oh, the form is good, so we can use that. And then how we will use it? I plan it. So I will it's in WhatsApp and Zoom, so people can use it. Probably I will make a recording also. And like now in the pandemic era, we can use online communication. So the timeline is, I think, in the 6 months, people can use the new form. And how frequent I will teach 2 times for each month. So every people in our club can use it. And what I feel is challenging, because the new form is really hard to find. And that, I will close with, if you feel like your life is comfortable, probably you need to change. Like our club need to have a new form. Back to you, Tom.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Danny. Yeah, everyone, let's give round of applause for Toastmaster Danny. You can also give your virtual response, applause or heart, that was very informative, Danny. It seems like we're having an edu session, in this prepared speech session. All right, next we will be listening to the third speaker of the first session. It's our Vice President of Membership, Toastmaster Ping, and he will be evaluated by someone who loves riding bicycle, Toastmaster Wira. Toastmaster Wira, the screen is yours.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Andre. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. So for our last prepared speaker is Toastmaster Ping Hendra, and he just admitted to me that he has an extreme addiction to the world #1 drug. Do you know what is that? Coffee. Okay, so for tonight, he's going to deliver his Project 5 Advanced Mentoring on Pathway Mentoring. And the purpose of his speech tonight is to apply a mentoring skill during a long-term mentoring commitment, and the second one to share some aspect of his experience as a mentor. And he will have 5 to 2 minute duration for his speech, and his speech title is "What a Waste of Time." So Toastmaster Ping Hendra, what a waste of time.
I'm not sure if most of you in this room right now, in this Zoom room, have mentors or are currently mentoring someone. If you don't, for either, then you are missing out big time. The reason why I joined Toastmasters in the beginning is because there is a quote on Instagram at that time. It says that Toastmasters give you a chance to be mentored. So when I look at the advertisement, I was like, wow, really? I've been trying to look for mentors for a long time. Didn't go anywhere. So when there is a chance that I'll be mentored for free, I said, why not? So I joined on the spot. And the trickster, she's not here. So the trickster actually asked me to deliver my very first speech. And after I delivered my first speech, and I got hooked, and I said, okay, I want in. And I still remember I chose the mentor. You can ask the president. Here, I said to the president, the VPE at that time, I said, I want this person to be my mentor. Yes or no? And luckily, he said yes. And I said, okay, cool. And with that, I get my very first experience being mentored, and I enjoyed it. And then an opportunity came where there's a very big 5-week course, not course, it's more like a training session. It's called Mentor the Mentors. And I learned a lot through sharing, through telling each other's stories, observations, and what's the plan that you do for your mentors and your mentees. And I learned a lot. Wow, mentors and mentees, it's kind of like a relationship. Then I started to reflect back, and I thought, wow, I'm so glad that I'm here to be able to be mentored. Then another opportunity came and said, hey, Ping, would you like to mentor someone? And I said, really? Me? Who am I to, able to mentor someone? And this person said, it's okay, go ahead. You are ready. And I said, okay, I'm ready. An opportunity came to me and I get it immediately. And that's my mentoring journey began. In the beginning, it was a little bit of a challenge because I don't know what to expect. So what did I do? I did the best that I could, which is to copy from the master. So the experience I got from being mentored, I used the exact same way, at least initially, to kind of set the stage, making sure that, okay, this is something that we need to do. These are the steps. And after a while, it gets good, it gets better, and it flows. It's like a dance. I learn from the mentee, and at the same time, I guide the mentee. And as a mentor, I also learn as well. And I learned these 4 steps. And do you want to know what that is? It's a secret. That's the acronym, PSST. It's a secret, okay? I'm going to share with you. P is plan. Have a plan. When you meet the mentor or the mentee, even you, when you meet the mentor for the first time, or you as a mentee, or you as a mentor being in a meeting with the mentee for the first time, you need to have a plan. What's going on? Where is our relationship going? What's to expect? Set the stage, set the ground rule, have a plan. With that, then the relationship will be good, will be more balanced. Number 2, the S, it's called steps and strategies. Where is this person going? This person said, I want to go here. Okay, as a mentor, what I think is these are the steps. What do you think? Always ask back, because at the end of the day, you can't just push them, go, go, go. If they don't want to move, it's impossible. The relationship will not go. However, if you ask them, okay, since this is the place that you want to go, or the area of expertise that you want to pursue is this place, the strategy is this. What if we go step by step and we only focus on one thing at a time as you go from one step to the next step? Just focus on one. What about that? More often than not, the mentee will say yes. And the third one is share. Share everything that you know. Share your stories, share your observations, share your experience, share as much as you possibly could to the mentee. Because at the end of the day, if you don't share your knowledge, your experience, then the mentorship relationship will not work. And you as the mentee, if you have a mentor, share as much as you possibly could to your mentor, because your mentor, the more the mentor knows about you, the more he or she can guide you to where you want to be. And the last one, T, it's time. Respect each other's time, because the mentor is busy and the mentee is busy at the same time, and both dedicate the time. Probably let's meet on Thursday at 3 o'clock, for example. Honor that time. Unless absolutely necessary, if you want to reschedule, do it in advance. Do not do it last minute, because respect of the time is the most important thing. Same thing for me. What I really afraid the most is when I go to the meeting and I am not physically there and I'm not dedicated myself there at the meeting. And that is me wasting time, wasting the mentee's time for the meeting. So I would like to conclude to everyone, this is the secret. Remember, plan, steps and strategies, share, and time. And that's what I learned the most from this mentoring journey for the past 6 to 7 months. And I learned a lot. For those of you that don't have mentors, seek one immediately. For those of you that have mentors, but you are not utilizing your mentors, utilize them immediately. And trust me, your Toastmasters journey and your journey in life will be skyrocket. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Ping. Everyone, let's give big round of applause for Toastmaster Ping for sharing her wonderful experience in mentorship, and also the importance of having a mentor, and sharing his secret. Yeah, plans, steps, and strategy, share, and time. Now I would like to call our timer to give the time report. Toastmaster Van?
Yeah, all right. Thank you, Mr. Tom. Okay, so as you see in the chat box, our 3 speakers today, Aji was 6 minutes and 52 seconds, Denny was 7 minutes and 17 seconds, and Ping, respect the time, right? Sometimes we're gonna practice what we preach a little bit. 7 minutes and 56 seconds. So Ping is not eligible, even though he did deliver a great speech, but we can't vote for him later today. So Aji and Denny are qualified for your vote at the end of the meeting. Back to you, Tom.
Thank you very much for your detailed time report, Toastmaster Van. Now, as I promised you, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests, we're coming to the most exciting session of the meeting, and it is the table topic session. And this session will be led by someone who loves swimming, who loves walking with her dogs, and loves driving around. To me, he's a great mentor. She's also a trainer, a coach, and the godmother of Magical Bali Toastmasters Club. Everyone, let's welcome DTM Miranda as our table topics masters. The screen is yours, DTM Miranda.
Thank you, Andre, for a wonderful introduction. All right, so today I am the table topics master. And this is a table topic session for all the guests who are probably, might be the first time here. So this session is to train our quick thinking on our feet, and also to be able to speak without preparation. Let's say somebody asks you a question out of a blue, or you are asked to give your opinion in a meeting, or at any situation, or give a speech at a wedding or something like that. So we practice. Many of us come to Toastmasters having difficulty speaking or being nervous. So this is how we learn, how we practice to gain confidence, to gain that it's okay to speak, and eventually makes us able to speak maybe longer and with more comfort, with more confidence, and also more poised. Important parts of this session is there, especially for the new ones or the guests, there's a timer. So timer is Ben Whitaker. Maybe do this, Ben, and so that everybody knows. So you want to either pin Ben or look at him when you're speaking, so that when the time starts, when it turns green, that means you've spoken for 1 minute, and then when you speak, a minute and a half, it would turn yellow, and then at 2 minutes it would turn red. That signals that you need to conclude your speech within 30 seconds. So Ben will give you those lights. So I will give you a topic, and then you can speak to that topic or answer that question or share your opinion within 1 to 2 minutes. Today's word of the day is gear, if you want to use that. And all right, are we ready? We have 3 guests, I believe. We have Amanda, we have Ari Astari, and we also have Rennie. Would you like to give a speech, or maybe I'll ask our guest, Yusuf Chandra, to give an example how it's done. Okay, Yusuf, distinguished Toastmaster Yusuf, you there? Right? Okay, so distinguished Toastmaster Yusuf is very experienced in this, and he speaks very slowly also, so it's easy to listen to and easy to enjoy. All right, ready with the first question. All right, I will give you this one. So the topic is the earth has music for those who listen. Distinguished Toastmaster Yusuf Chandra, this question is for you. So what does this statement really mean for you? If somebody says this to you, is it true? Is it not true? And we'd like to hear from you. Can you spotlight the distinguished by Yusuf?
Yusuf without video, so it's gonna be spotlight.
Oh, so he's not there. But can you speak, by Yusuf? Can you make a sound? If not, then I'll choose someone else.
I'm afraid, but Yusuf is not here.
Not quite there. All right. I'm going.
Oh, Yusuf, my apologies. Right. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, that is the question. The earth has music for those who listen. Yusuf Chandra, the earth has music for those who listen. Please take it away.
Thank you very much, DTM Miranda. I believe that that statement is really true. But the problem is sometimes we don't listen. Sometimes we only follow our heart. We don't listen to those things. Let me give you an example. Once I wanted to get my DTM. And I know to get the DTM is quite a challenge. Should I do it alone? Should I keep running to get it? No, I would ask all those DTMs before me and listen to what they said. Maybe they are all not good, but we learn many things from them. By listening to what they did, I can try to pick them up to be able to achieve my DTM. It's not a short time. I got it for 5 years, but it doesn't matter because it is not the end result, what I want, but the quality should be there. Why should I be a DTM without any good quality? Because of rushing, because I want it. I don't listen to people. I have to listen to DTM Miranda, to DTM Min Sunari, to DTM, all DTMs before me. And they gave me good examples. And I listen very, very carefully and attentively and try to follow what they have done. Thank you very much. So I believe that the earth has music for those who listen. Back to you.
Thank you, Pak Yusuf, distinguished Toastmaster Yusuf, and yeah, you demonstrated it very well. And this is not an easy question, I suppose, but you can bring it and show us how it is done. Okay, so now I would like to call our friend Ari Astari. Would you like to try?
Okay, hello.
Yes.
It's my first time here as a guest for the Toastmasters. And yeah, for this topic.
I'm going to give you a question.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to give you a question. This is the question. So when you hear this, live in the sunshine, swim in the sea, drink the wild air. If you just imagine these words, how would that make you feel?
Okay, so yeah, so when I listen to this words, I think this is the best the best thing that we can do to live our life. I mean, we can enjoy our life. For example, we can live the sunshine, means we can appreciate the sunshine. We can enjoy our life with the sunshine, and then we can swim in the sea, which means we can enjoy the sea. We can go together with the sea. We can swim in the sea, and then we can drink in the wild air. So so I think this quote means we can live our life as its best. Okay, I think that's all.
Continue. You're not
okay.
even it yet. Yes.
Yeah. So I think we can live our life as its best, and we know how to fit in our lives. We can know how to enjoy our lives, and we know how to appreciate every little things in our that surround us. For example, we can appreciate the sunshine. We can swim in the sea, and we can enjoy everything in our life surrounded us.
Yeah. Okay. Wow, that's beautiful. Thank you. I can
you.
imagine that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. All right, Ari. All right, I would like to ask our next guest, Amanda. Yes, Amanda. All right, so let's do.
Hello?
Yes. All right. This is from I don't know how it's pronounced. Hippocrates? Yes, walking is a man's best medicine. What do you think about this statement?
Okay.
You agree, do you disagree? What is your opinion? All right, take it over. Amanda with walking is a man's best friend.
Walking is the man's best
Best
medicine. I think I would say I'm agree with that. I think like man need to have his own time with himself. It could be walking, it could be climbing, it could be anything. But when I see this quote, for me, it's like walking is the man's best medicine. Is man to need to have some time with themselves, and also to not stay stay in the same moment, like get out from their comfort zone. And I think I'm quite lucky enough to be with someone, with a man who's quite adventurous. And I think it would be crazy if he's just staying, doing the routine and stuff like that. So as I'm not a man, so it's quite difficult to understand the perspective of man brain. So, but what I see from my experience living with the men that quite adventurous, they really need the time to be with themselves, to walk, to do some activity, to get out from their comfort zone, so they feel good about themselves. Sometimes, like especially during this pandemic, people losing their job and they kind of like lose confidence, and then they forgot about themselves. So they need to do something outside. They need to make a move, to maybe try new thing, to walk, to climb, to do something adventurous, so they remember who they are. I think that's very important. And as a woman, that I always give a time to my man to do that. I think that's good for him, because if he's happy, and then I will be also happy because he's less grumpy at home. I think that's what I thought about that quote. This beautiful quote. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Amanda. I can see some men was just nodding, you know, like you spoke like a very wise woman. And I get the feeling that a lot of men were longing for a woman like you, a woman who can give their men space.
The secret is just food. Just feed us. Just feed us.
That's the most
All
important
right.
thing.
So that's the simple men's request. Thank you, Amanda. Okay,
Thank
I
you,
still
thank
have
you.
some time? Yes. I would like to now call, Rennie Leba.
Yes, Rennie.
Rennie?
Yeah.
Okay, good to see you, Rennie. Oh, sorry, not this one. This one. Okay. The antidote to exhaustion isn't rest, it's nature. The antidote to exhaustion isn't rest, it's nature. So what do you think of this statement, Rennie? Do you agree or disagree? Or if you imagine yourself exhausted, would that apply to you?
You can ask Miranda to give you another question if the topic is pretty hard for you. Is it okay?
You're muted, Rennie. You're muted.
Oh, you're still muted. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Miranda, it's my first time, so I'm just want to learn more about English, so I'm joining this MBTC. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not really sure about the
word antidote.
Yeah.
Antidote is like the medicine, or the in Bahasa Indonesia we call it penawar. So
from our exhaustion.
Yeah, so like a remedy, the
remedy.
medicine in a way. The medicine, the exhaustion is not rest, but it is nature.
Okay. I think I agree with this quote. Because I'm experienced a lot with this kind of situation well, I feel so exhausted. Sometimes I just take time to rest more, but I think I'm just find a little bit bored with this take time too much for rest. So I think going to have some time to enjoy nature is the best thing for relief from our exhausted. Yeah, I think like that. Yeah. And well, for me, I think for going to a beach or just going to some places outdoor, I think it's a best thing to enjoy our time for relief from our stress, maybe, or our exhaustion. Exhaustion. Yeah, thing like that. I think that's all.
All right. Thank you, Rennie.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, I think you got it right. It's a yeah. The rest.
We still have
We
one
still have
guest.
one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I give it to
Yes.
Sari?
Sari. Yeah.
I call on Sari. Upon
Yeah.
Sari. Okay, Sari.
Yes, Miranda.
All right. So I know you're a very nature person. So look deep into nature, then you will understand everything better, according to Albert Einstein. What do you think of this quote? You being in nature a lot? Yeah? Okay, Sari with look deep into nature, and then you will understand everything better. Take it away, Sari.
I used to be so dedicated to run every day. Jogging, I meant. I used to jog with my earphones always with me. And then the other day, I just realized that I could listen to the earth. I could listen to the birds chirping, the water on the river, or sometimes people just greetings me on the pathways. And if I could look deeper into myself or into things that I just pass by when I'm just walking or jogging, I could realize something, that nature gives you lots. It is not only nature give you lots, but you could understand yourself by experiencing everything that nature gives. When you were jogging in the very beginning, you feel so exhausted, like sweating in the very beginning. Then you feel your heart beating, it's pumped you a lot. That in the end, you're gonna push yourself further. Then you're gonna find your limit. When you find your limit, then you understand yourself better, whether you can move on or give up. You will understand everything better if you understand the nature. If you respect the nature will respect you back. The most important thing right now is how the earth will give you everything excitement that you will see in yourself. So look deep into nature, look deep into yourself, and understand everything better. Back to you, Tom. Thank you.
Thank you, Sari. Yes, I agree with you. So basically, the nature is we are nature also. So we get the answer. I mean, you get the answer when we look into ourselves or into everything that is created. Right. Thank you. So we have all those 5. Is that 5? Yeah. So
yes, that's
5.
correct.
Yeah, I didn't write things down.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much, DT and Miranda, for leading this table topics session. Yeah. And thank you to all the participants who took part in this session. Yeah, DTM Yusuf,
Yusuf,
guest Ari, Amanda, Rennie, and Toastmaster Sari. Yeah. Okay. Now I'd like to call Ben for the time report, please.
Thank you, Tom. Alrighty, very well.
Awesome.
So in the chat,
you're muted, Ben.
In the chat box, we are here. We have it at Pak Yusuf at 208, Miss Ari at 119, Amanda at 204, Rennie at 121, Sari at 144. The good news is that everyone is qualified. So you guys remember what you heard and what you liked the best. And at the end of the meeting again, you'll be able to vote on who you prefer. All right, back to you, Tom.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Ben, for the time report. Now we're going to have a quick break. But before that, we're going to have a quick photo session. So I'd like to ask Toastmaster Danny to help us with the photo session. Or Seni is here. Hi, welcome, Toastmaster Seni.
Yeah, I will take picture.
Awesome. Yeah.
Okay, everyone, please
look at this. Yeah.
Please turn on your video and I will take picture now. Okay. Whoa. So we have two pose. The first pose is normal pose. The second pose is pose when you go outside. Okay, I think I will now. 1, 2, 3. Okay, done. Now please prepare for your second pose. The pose when you go outdoor. So what do you do in outdoor? It's probably 1, 2, 3. Okay, done. Back to you, Tom.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Danny, for the photo session. We're going to have SAA. Yeah, would you like to let us know?
Yeah, I think currently we will break for 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Yeah. All right. Cool. Yeah. Everyone enjoy the break. Yeah. Grab some coffee, tea, but don't go outside. It's already dark.